Hey guys, it's Miss Fry again. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about what to do when we're done. So we've practiced, we're done playing for the day. We're gonna talk about how to clean and store the instrument and its parts. Okay? So the first thing we're gonna talk about is swabbing. So you have to swab your instrument. That gets all of the moisture out. If you don't swab, all of that moisture sits in your instrument. You put it in a dark case, it doesn't dry out, and really nasty things happen. 10 years as a band director, I've seen some things. You don't want that to be you, okay? So every time you play, you're going to swab. So your swab should look something like this, okay? So it's got like a cleaning end and then a string attached with a little bitty weight on the end. That's what's gonna go through your instrument to clean all of the moisture out, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do is take your ligature and your reed off. So loosen your ligature. Again, you're not taking the screws out. You're just loosening it a few turns so that the ligature slides off. And then take your reed off of the mouthpiece. Okay? Now you want your reed to be pretty dry as well, so I just kind of take my fingers and take off any of the extra moisture. And then you're going to put it back in your reed case. In the first or second video, I talked about these little plastic containers they come in. These are not very great. They don't hold the reed flat. If it's all you have for right now, you can put the reed back in there, but you really need to get a reed case. So this is my reed case. I'm gonna lay it flat on there. Some of them have like a little slider where you like slide it in, but my reeds go in my reed case, okay? And then my ligature, I just set it in my case for right now. Now you're gonna take your swab, make sure there's no like knots, it's all kind of loosey-goosey. You're gonna take the weight, drop it into the window of your mouthpiece, so the hole of your mouthpiece. And then you're just gonna kind of feed it straight down. Don't force it. If it doesn't want to go through, something's probably wrong, but that weight should be hanging out of your bell. Then you're just gonna pull, pull, pull straight through, okay? I usually do it like 2 or 3 times just to get all, depending on how much I played that day, just to get all of the moisture out. Okay, if you ever feel like it's stuck, don't force it, because it probably is stuck on something. You probably want to pull it back out the top, figure out what it's stuck on, and go from there. Okay, so I've swabbed straight through a couple times. Now I'm going to take everything apart. So we started from the bottom to the top. We put it together. We're going to go from the top to the bottom to take it apart. So I'm going to undo my mouthpiece, holding on the barrel of the mouthpiece. You don't want to hold down here because it may move in the middle. So hold the 2 parts that you're taking apart. So barrel and mouthpiece, I take my mouthpiece off. I usually just kind of wipe off the end because usually you'll still see some like moisture on there. Make sure that's nice and clean. I usually put my ligature back on at this point just so I can store it on the mouthpiece. That helps it not get bent up inside my case. And then my mouthpiece cap, I'll usually just put that on it too. So I've got my mouthpiece, ligature, mouthpiece cap, put it in my case. Then I'm going to take the barrel off. So again, I'm going to have my hands close together, not super far apart. I'm going to twist other parts. The 2 parts I'm taking apart is where I'm going to hold. I'm not holding all the keys. Okay? Twist, twist, twist until the barrel comes off. Now the barrel, if you look inside of it, it has a little shelf. So I'm going to take my swab, just kind of put it on my finger, wipe that shelf off because there will be some moisture that didn't get taken off when you swab through. Then put that in my case, okay? Now here's our important part again. I have this bridge. Same thing you did when you put it together. You have to do the same thing when you take it apart. Don't just yank it apart, okay? So lower joint, I'm holding on the back where there's not a lot of keys, and I'm not pressing the ring keys. Do not press the ring keys. Top joint, holding the closed key down. Hi, Maddie. Okay? And it's gonna open the bridge. So the bridge is open. Mom. Okay, the bottom is not. Twist, 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 small little twist. Remember, don't twist all the way over where you hit these. That's bad. Little twist, little twist, little twist, little twists till it comes apart. Wipe the end, put it in the case. And then I've got my lower joint and my bell. Hold towards the bottom where there's not a lot of keys. Twist them apart. Now, the lower joint does have a shelf in the top. So same thing as the barrel. I'm going to wipe that shelf out. And then I'm going to wipe the little shelf on my bell out and put that in my case. Then my swab, I'm just going to take it wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, and then put that in my case, okay? So that's something that you always want to do every time you're done playing. And then your clarinet is your baby. You want to take care of it. So you definitely want to make sure your clarinet is stored somewhere where it's a good temperature. Don't leave it in your car. Don't leave it in the garage where it gets all hot and gross. Keep it in your house. Sorry. Keep it in your house where it's a good temperature. If you're going somewhere with it, make sure you take it inside with you. Don't leave it in the car. If your clarinet gets really hot or really cold, the wood will crack. Just always make sure that you're taking good care of your instrument. And then again, close your case. Make sure you do the latches. Okay, I see a lot of people that like don't latch and then they try to pick it up and everything falls out. And then again, case is always on the floor. I'm sitting on the floor, so it's on the floor. So that's it. I think that's the end of our videos. But if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm happy to help. And yeah, I hope to see y'all really soon at Co-op. I'm excited. Bye, y'all.